Oh, what up, people? It's your buddy Phil Cole here, putting live for your mama's house. Doing my things I usually do. About to make a quick video for you guys. This video is going to be about being a sugar daddy. This is my version of sugar daddy. This isn't like how everyone has to do it, but this is just how I think sugar daddy should be. Now, just in case you basically don't understand what a sugar daddy is a guy who basically dates a girl and takes care of her. He takes very good care of her. When she needs something, he gets it for her. Now, it doesn't mean she is his girlfriend or something, because sometimes sugar daddies are married to other women but have girlfriends on the side that they take care of by buying them things and stuff like that. So basically, sometimes with a sugar baby or a sugar girl or whatever the fuck, sugar baby, I guess. I don't like the term sugar baby. It sounds funny. So I'll just call her, whatever, sugar baby, whatever. Sometimes his sugar baby may like him mostly for money or just like him as a person, whatever it is. But basically, a sugar daddy is not a pimp and is not a John. A pimp is someone who puts women out there and, they have sex and stuff, and the pimp protects them, and then he takes a percentage of what they make, and he also finds guys for them to have sex with. And the John is a guy who pays a woman to have sex with. A motherfucking sugar daddy is neither. A sugar daddy is neither. A sugar daddy is a dude who's dating a girl and he takes really good care of her. So I'm a sugar daddy. I'm a proud sugar daddy of one right now. I've had other girls come close to being sugar babies, so-called sugar babies, but it didn't really get there. Like it takes at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 months for me to go full-blown sugar daddy with a girl. I have to trust her. She has to be kind, beautiful, nice, and she has to, first and foremost, she has to listen to me. She has to follow directions very well. If she doesn't follow directions, I can't be a sugar daddy. But this is how I do it. Today, Eddie asked me about it, and I'm going to make this video because I promised him I would. I promised him I would. I know I'm making it kind of late, because after this, I want to make a video about why hot women won't talk to you. But anyway, that's like you as in general. Okay. So my thing is, look, some guys lead forward with money. Now, if you're a person who has money, a little more money than the average person around them, this is for you. So where I live here, I have a little more money than the average person around me. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like my foreigner friends and stuff that I hang out with, I have nowhere near as much money as they do. They're like millionaires in dollars. I'm just a millionaire in rubles, like millions of rubles. You know what I mean? You only need 6 figures in dollars to be a multi-millionaire and rubles, but these guys are millionaires and multimillionaires in dollars. And then the average Russian person I hang out with, they don't even have 1,000,000 rubles. They don't even have 1,000,000 rubles, maybe 200,000 at most or something of that nature. And they make anywhere from like 30,000 rubles a month to like, I don't know, maybe 60,000. My homie Slava makes good money. He might make 100,000. And just the price I pay for my apartment alone is a month is more than most people make a month in this city. So I'm on the like middle class kind of thing up here. Definitely not lower class on Russian standards, but in America, except for New York or San Francisco, I'd be decent in neither place. But those two places, I might have to, live a lifestyle I'm not comfortable living, because that's all I can afford. But me, I don't lead with money. Some guys lead with money. Some guys I know lead with money. Like, they like to start off telling a girl, like, I'm a businessman. I make good money, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm not hating on anyone's game. But me, I don't do that. I don't lead with money. I don't buy a girl anything until I'm close enough to her and I see she's not trying to use me just to get something. I don't buy a woman anything. Anything. That's why I was so upset that day where, when I said hello to some chick, and then Eddie started talking to her, and then they came together to where we were at the table. We had a bunch of drinks, and she grabbed drinks. And I'm like, the fuck you doing grabbing drinks? And he was like, he's giving her one. That's okay for him, but the fact that she took 2 makes me think she thought I was giving her one too. I'm not giving that bitch shit. So she needs to get the fuck out of there. I almost lost my shit. I don't get a girl nothing. Not a damn thing, unless I know she likes me or I know she's a good or cool girl. I didn't know that chick. I'm not giving her a dime, and I'm very strict about it. I'm not giving you shit. You know what I mean? Only one time I did that. I don't want to talk too much shit. One time I did that. I admit it. I broke 2 of my rules to talk to this one lady that we're going to call Kardashian. To talk to this one lady. Right now she's in London. But when I saw her, I kind of just lost my shit. like face, like everything. I lost my shit. I spoke to her for like an hour straight. I never do that out here. There's so many girls out here. All you need to do really is just talk to one, get the number, then talk to the other one. But I spoke to her for like an hour and bought her and her friend a drink because I was talking to her so much that she couldn't talk to her friend. I felt bad, and it worked out, luckily for me. But besides that one time, I don't do it unless it's like an extreme situation. So how to be a sugar daddy. So like I said, you got to know you trust her and stuff like that. And in my version, you don't lead with money. You lead with yourself. You tell her about yourself, where you're from, what you do, whatever. Now, maybe you have a nice car, maybe you have a nice apartment. Some things may give hints that you have good money, but I'm not going to say that's not your fault, but there's nothing you could do about it. I'm not saying buy a crappy ass apartment, have her go there and make her think you're poor and see if she really likes you. No, if you got a nice apartment, you got a nice apartment. If you got a really nice car, you got a nice car, and well, you can't hide those things. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But I don't lead with money. What I do is I gotta know this girl does things for me that she wouldn't do or hasn't done for anyone else. I have to know she's willing to be uncomfortable because she likes me. So for example, there's 3 things. I made a video about this before, but I'll do it again. There's 3 ways I know, or I'm pretty sure a girl's ready to be a sugar baby if she's a good girl. 3 things she gotta do. 1, she has to be able to put up with my bullshit. What I mean with my bullshit? My not having a girlfriend thing, my freedom. If she's able to put up with my freedom and accept it as a part of my lifestyle, that's great. That's great. That's 1. Number 2 is she has to enjoy cooking and cleaning. And when she sees something is dirty or she notices I don't have any food, I love a girl who walks in and will just start washing dishes, even though I don't know them. That's happened more than once. It's happened with tall chick I used to date and a lady I made videos with big boobs called Kate. The first thing she did, the first day she came to my house, we weren't dating or anything at that time. She came in, she washed the dishes, and she cooked. I need that. That's 2. And number 3 is she has to be good around my friends. She has to be good. What do I mean by that? I mean, she has to understand that my friends are guys. She has to understand that because she's not going to hang around the girls and shit. She got to understand my friends are guys. And even though guys may be my friends or whatever, she got to understand that everybody has feelings. You can't do certain things. Like, I dated one girl who was so fucking stupid. She was just very immature. She would play stupid games like Andre. Like, she tried to grab his dick and she thought it was funny. Those kind of things just don't fly. It's like, how old are you? I had another girl who I hung out with her and we went out somewhere. And she met one of my friends through me. And then one day she hung out with my friends when I wasn't there. With that friend, that guy friend, when I wasn't there. Which is another like flag. So it's like, yeah, she's not ready for that. So they have to know how to be around your friends. So far, the best example I've ever seen with being around my friends, a girl I've been with for a while, was Tall Chick. She was amazing. And even before I was close to her, she was friends, but she wasn't dating. She was friends with Talha, and the way she treated me when she was with Talha, maybe made me think she didn't like me at all, but that wasn't the truth. She did like me. She was just with Talha, and out of respect for their friendship, she didn't give me attention. That's a good-ass girl. Her only problem is she couldn't deal with my bullshit too much. If she was able to, we would have probably got married. We would have got married. If she was able to deal with my bullshit, we would have got married in like 2 years when I went back to New York. 100%. That was the only flaw she had. She couldn't put up my bullshit, which, I mean, she doesn't have to. She's a woman. She left, whatever. She didn't put up the bullshit. She left. So those are the 3 things. Now, what does a sugar daddy necessarily do? Well, depending on how much money you make, like, you could do many things. Like, so for the sugar baby I have, her friends date, like, I consider myself old, but I'm not old. My sugar baby's 20. She has friends who are her age, like 19 or 20, and they date older rich guys, maybe 40 plus, and these motherfuckers buy these girls everything. Like, they send them to Thailand, all this stuff, with or without the man himself, whatever. But the difference between me and them is 2 things. 1, they're really old, which I don't think matters, but they're really old. 2, they have more money than me. And 3, half the time these dudes don't even smash. They're not even in actual sexual relationships with these girls. They like them so much and they're trying so hard that they spend all this money on these girls just to try to get some next time. You know what I mean? And I've seen this. I have close friends who do this. They spend a lot of money on these girls before they even smash. These are usually older guys. Now understand, when you're old, you're like 50 plus, you got money and, you're getting old. You won't be able to, have the looks you still have left much longer. You got to do what you got to do. So I can't say I wouldn't do that when I was 50, but right now I'm only 31, so I don't have to do that yet. Money comes after, not before. You know what I mean? But these guys go all out in the beginning, and I'm close with a lot of these guys. We always talk about it, and everyone's different. But me, I don't do that. I got to make sure she likes me. She does things for me she wouldn't do for other people. And what are the kind of things I buy in my range? Well, I could do anything like pay rent. I've done that. Electric bills like shit. So like that's not even worth mentioning. Electric bill out here is maybe at most $20 a month. It's terrible. But like I pay rent. I could pay my baby's rent when she needs it. It's like what? Her part is like $180. I could pay the rent. The only thing with her that may be kind of expensive is like her tuition. And her parents pay her tuition, but it's probably like what, $2,000 a semester, some shit like that. And I told her if she ever needs me to pay for her tuition, I just pay for it. It's nothing. Just let me know. It's important for you. I take care of you. So a sugar baby is kind of like, you got to understand this. You got to understand what I'm saying and not take it for face value when I'm about to say. But it's like a daughter / like girl. Like, it's real hard to explain because, of course, I don't see her as my fucking daughter. You understand? But it's like, for instance, I like taking care of her and I like being with her. But let's say, for example, one day she met a young guy who was really good to her and she wanted to be with him. He was a really good guy. I know this guy. He's like 20. He's young like her, whatever. And he's a really good man. He wants to be with her and she loves him. I wouldn't hate. I'd go along to the wedding. I'd be crying at the wedding and everything. Get them a nice gift. And I'm going to tell them, you better take good fucking care of her or I'm going to kill you. You know what I mean? Because there's no point of you coming along ruining shit when she was happy with me. Do your thing. Take care of her because her happiness is my happiness. If she's happy with someone else, I'm happy too. I mean that shit. Like if she found the boyfriend tomorrow, no old niggas. If it's an old nigga, we're going to have a problem. But if she found a boy her age, like a young dude, he's a good guy, he takes care of her, he has money himself, and she has everything she needs. Her happiness is my happiness. It really, really is. It really is. And people don't understand that. I'm not selfish with her. That's my sugar baby. I just want her to be happy. If she's happy being with me for now, then we can do that. But, I can't promise the world. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's like having a sugar baby. You take care of them, but, their happiness has to be your happiness. It can't just be some selfish, I just want to fuck you all the time and all this stuff. That's something different because this isn't like that. This isn't like that. I'm not saying there isn't sex, but that's not really it. You know what I mean? That's not really it. Because... it comes in stages. Maybe at first, before she actually becomes a sugar baby, you're smashing a lot and you're getting to know her. But once you actually love her as a person, then that's when the real sugar daddy instincts will kick in. That's when you're really protective of her. You get her everything she wants when she has it. When you work hard, you work hard. Part of the reason is because of her and you got to take care of her. That's when you really become that sugar daddy. You know what I mean? That's when those instincts kick in. And I think this is mostly common for people who don't have children. Because I don't have any children. You guys hustle hard for your kids if you got a kid. I don't have any kids. Dudes out there with kids ask me, how can I be a sugar daddy? Nigga, you need to just be a daddy. Don't worry about being a fucking sugar daddy. You got kids. Don't worry about that shit. I could do this because I don't have children. I have no children. 0. Almost did 2 times. But no children. I have none. So I can be a sugar daddy. You know what I mean? And I guess part of it is also an instinct. Like you just want to, when you're this age, you just want to take care of someone younger than you. You just want to take care of someone, like that fatherly instinct or something of that nature. I guess that's why some sugar daddies do what they do. But I'm a sugar daddy with no real kids. Therefore, I have extra income that usually would be spent on kids. But since I don't have them, I spend it on my sugar baby. That's how it works. You feel me? That's how it works. And on friends. If friends need money, I send them money overseas. But mostly on my sugar baby. You know what I mean? Because I don't have anyone else to spend money on but me, which is a beautiful thing, which is why I don't complain much about spending money. But yeah, so basically sugar babies, at least in my book, they should be younger than you. 5 years younger. And the reason why I say that, depending on your age, they should be younger. They should still be in college because if I'm dating a woman who has a job, but I have to take care of her all the time, it's not the same. It's not the same. When I want a woman to be with, I want her to be good at business. Not saying she has to have a lot of money, but she needs to be good at business. When she finishes the university 2 years, 3 years later, she has to be good at business. It's not the same. So if I'm with a 26-year-old, she got no job, she may be fine and all that stuff, but you know, she got no job and she has no money, I have to take care of her all the time. Well, it's not the same. I'm gonna be like, yo, why don't you start a business? Why don't you get a job? Maybe I'll help you or something. I wouldn't be willing to get her all the things that I get my sugar baby because I don't want to be with a woman who's bad at business or who's not business savvy. Like, let's say if I want to take someone back to New York to live with forever, I don't want to take a sugar baby. Like, I could take her on vacation, you know, but I wouldn't take her there to be with her forever because that's going to be too much money out my pocket in the long run. I need some help. I need a woman who understands business, a woman who knows how to get money. You know what I mean? So that's a different situation. A sugar baby for me isn't a possible wife. You know, a sugar baby, if she starts becoming good at business and she's spending things on herself, that's just going to become my girlfriend. That's basically what a sugar baby is. A sugar baby is an awesome, amazing, young, attractive girl who's good at almost everything you can imagine, but she's not good at making money. That's the sugar baby, at least for me. But the sugar baby who learns how to make money, she's getting good money, and she follows all the other 3 rules, she deals with my bullshit, she loves to cook and clean, and she's good around my friends, that's going to become my wife. That's going to become... the closest I've ever had to getting into relationships here was, one was tall chick that was very close. And the other was crazy face, for those of you who've been here for a while. She would have been my sugar baby, but she made good money herself. No matter where we went, she was making money. And I never had to pay for anything myself. Everything was half. It was like a dream come true. I wouldn't have been able to stay in Cyprus. I wouldn't have been able to live in Budapest. All that shit I did was partially because of her. We were supporting each other. When she didn't have it, I had it. When I didn't have it, she had it. It was beautiful. It was like a best friend and a girlfriend. You know, it was beautiful. That's just the one thing sugar babies lack. You know what I mean? So that's really it, man. Being a sugar daddy is not a pimp. It's not being a fucking John. It's, at least in my book, is when a girl proves herself, you know, she's willing to be with you, knowing that you may do other things on the side, or maybe she even knows you have a wife or something like that. She loves to cook and clean for you. She loves to take care of you. She respects your privacy. She's good around your friends. She's well behaved. And she proves it over time. Gifts. Take care of her. That's just what I do. That's how I see. So I have one sugar baby. One more thing before I go. Having one sugar baby is easy. But once you have more than one, the complication comes like, should they know of each other? I don't know about that. Because it's nothing like, if I'm really close to a girl, if she would ask me, are you dating any other girls? I always mention my sugar baby. All the other girls don't really matter if they were or if they are. They don't really matter because, like, it doesn't matter because we're not that close. Only person I'm really close to is my sugar baby. So if they ask, you have any other girls? I'm like, well, only one that matters. There's blah, blah, blah. And they're like, tell me about blah, blah, blah. And I tell them about blah, blah, blah. Like, this is my sugar baby. I take care of her, blah, 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 blah. Other than that, you have nothing to worry about, you know, because I love her more as a person than I love her as a woman. That's how it works with my sugar baby. So that's basically it, guys. Let me know what you think. Video coming up, why hot chicks won't talk to you. Later, Nico.